Have you started noticing wrinkles showing up, even when your face is completely at rest? Forehead lines, frown lines between the eyebrows, crow's feet around the eyes. Most people assume this is just aging, but clinically, that's only part of the story, because expression lines are not caused by age alone. They are caused, above all, by repetitive muscle contraction over time. Every time you frown, raise your eyebrows, or squint, your skin folds in the same place. And after years of repetition, those temporary folds begin to leave a permanent mark. That is exactly why botulinum toxin, commonly known as Botox, became the gold standard for treating expression wrinkles. But to really understand why it works so well, you need to understand one simple concept. Botox works on the communication between nerves and muscles. More specifically, it acts at the neuromuscular junction. In simple terms, it blocks the release of a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. And acetylcholine is the chemical messenger responsible for telling the muscle to contract. So when that signal is reduced, the muscle contracts less. When the muscle contracts less, the skin folds less. And when the skin folds less, wrinkles start to soften. That is the logic behind Botox. It is not filling the wrinkle. It is not changing the skin directly. It is reducing the muscular force that keeps creasing the skin over and over again. And this is why Botox performs best in the upper third of the face, where facial expression is strongest. The main treatment areas are forehead lines, those horizontal lines created when you raise the brows, glabellar lines, the vertical or marked lines between the eyebrows, often called frown lines, and crow's feet, the lines that appear around the eyes when you smile or squint. Now, here is a key distinction that both patients and professionals need to understand. There are dynamic wrinkles and static wrinkles. Dynamic wrinkles appear when the face moves. Static wrinkles are visible even when the face is relaxed. Botox works especially well on dynamic wrinkles, but it is also extremely valuable as a preventive treatment because it helps stop those repeated expressions from turning into deeper, permanent lines. That is one of the biggest reasons why early, well-indicated treatment can make such a difference over time. Now let's talk about results. Botox does not work instantly. In most cases, the first changes begin to appear within 2 to 5 days. The peak result is usually seen between 10 and 15 days, and the average duration is around 3 to 4 months, depending on the patient's muscle strength, metabolism, technique, and dosage. And this is where many treatments go wrong, not because Botox does not work, but because the application is not properly individualized. Some of the most common mistakes include using the wrong dose, ignoring facial anatomy, overtreating the forehead, and failing to respect the uniqueness of each face. Because good Botox is not about making every patient look the same. It is not about freezing the face. Modern aesthetic practice is moving towards something much more refined: natural movement, softer expression, controlled muscle activity, balanced results. The best Botox result is not the one that makes the face look stiff. It is the one that makes the patient look more rested, smoother, and fresher, while still looking like themselves. That is real facial harmony. Because Botox is not just an injection. It is about understanding anatomy, understanding muscle behavior, understanding facial expression, and most importantly, understanding balance. And if you want to go deeper into aesthetics in a more professional and practical way, I also have books available in the description with protocols, clinical reasoning, and advanced aesthetic content for professionals who want more than superficial information. The link is available below. So if you want to learn aesthetics with more depth, more strategy, and more clinical vision, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because here, you do not just learn procedures, you learn how to think like a professional.